Hello, everyone. So I figured I'd start this video with just showing my normal webcam. If I haven't been uploading that much, then maybe I would like start with the black screen and then show side by sides. But I've been uploading quite a bit, so it's not like this is any big surprise. But we are 4 months in, and been doing pretty good. This month was probably the most interesting month in terms of just like how things went. Before I get into that, though, let me show, once like we always do, side by side comparisons and stuff. And I always got to start with the first month. Let me zoom in a little. This was October 1st. This was last month. Big difference. And then from the side, the first month, last month. So these would be what, January 1st or 2nd. And then my starting weight, and then my weight last month. So 3 months in, I lost 41 pounds. But now, I lost just over 11 more pounds, which I think is pretty cool. Eventually, we're going to be getting to a point where like we're not losing double-digit pounds per month, and it'll just get too difficult. But besides the second month where I lost 9 pounds, that hasn't been the case. And it's been a lot of cardio that's done that, you know. So again, if we do comparisons, this is the updated one. These are the updates. So this is, I took this like 5 minutes ago. Now we're getting to the point where I don't know if anyone else can tell a difference. I can't really tell a difference. Like I lost 11 more pounds. So it's like there are differences. I'm definitely developing more muscle. I feel like my abdominal area is getting much more toned, and also in my triceps area, or just my upper body in general. Again, this is the updated side, and they're very similar. Again, we're getting very similar, but I'm getting more definition in my like tricep area, and even in my chest a little bit. Everything's just getting stronger, and also I don't know. It's probably just like the hair, but I'm noticing just a little bit more trim down in the face as well. Just a little bit. Again, going forward, I think the differences from month to month, just looking at it, is not going to be as big as it once was. I mean, look at this. You know, that's 4 months ago, and then same with here. Don't even recognize that person anymore. So it's all very, very cool. And yeah, I just feel really, really strong, and yeah. And I always got to show this once. You know, that's how I looked when I made my first video. And how I look now. Now, I mentioned that this month was probably one of the stranger months. I went... The first 3 weeks of the month were fantastic. I was doing the gym every day. I did a fast somewhere, like a 2-day fast on the 15th. Just felt like I needed to. Had some strong cravings coming on, and a fast usually just like gets rid of those cravings. It just allows like a bodily reset. I was also kind of tired, so I did that on the 15th, but I was doing the gym. I was exercising. I was doing so good. I lost the majority of that weight just in the first 3 weeks. But then something happened. Around the 21st or so, work kind of got in the way. You've probably seen it. We've been spending so much time practicing and working on the doggy door, outside the high school, inside the high school, coal mine. We've been just finding new things over and over and over. It's why I recently got a 248, and why I think soon I'll get a 247, which I never thought was possible when I first played the game. But we've just been working so hard, and these practice sessions would go 9 hours, 10 hours. One was 12 hours, and it ruined my sleep. And even right now, I'm still trying to recover from it like the best I can. Sleep is a very fragile thing with me. And, you know, oh, just take melatonin. I do. Sometimes it doesn't work. But that kind of seeped into my workouts and my diet a little bit. Again, for the first 3 weeks of the month, I was like just the best I've ever been throughout this entire grind. But then I relapsed a little bit. First, it started with like having an extra, like I always do a cheat day on Sunday. I just always do. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But then I had a cheat day on Wednesday, and then I did it again the following Wednesday, and then the day after Wednesday, and it started to spiral. Now I can like combat that with just how much I've been working out. The gym hasn't really changed much. But again, sometimes the combination of bad sleep, long practice sessions, and just letting work get in the way of things, like even just something as simple as making my episode reviews or spending time offline making sure I clip all of the rip runs for the day for my rip runs of the week, and I just did clips of the month as well. That took almost 2 days to make. So I'm letting some work get in the way of really my diet and exercise, and I have been treating that like a second job. I have to treat it not casually. I need to treat it professionally. And when I don't, or I allow my mind to wander, that's when I just kind of get back into old habits. And I have. The last 2 days in a row, I've had pizza. 2 days in a row. And that would be, let's see, Wednesday and Thursday. I haven't done that in 4 months. Not just pizza, but just like the consecutive days of pizza, not on a Sunday. So I'm kind of slowly coming out of just probably the worst pattern I've been on. But even just, I'm still doing things to keep on a good pattern. Like last night, it was like 1 in the morning. I biked for 13 miles and burned 423 calories. So I'm still doing things. But my days, I haven't gone to the gym 7 days a week, probably in a couple weeks, and that's what I normally did. Which sounds like a lot, but like I've mentioned in previous videos, it's something I can handle. But I think I'm kind of, sounds weird because I'm just a video game streamer, but I'm kind of overworking myself a little bit. And it's something I'm going to have to address at some point. And again, just focus on my health, because I have zero doubt in my mind, if I continue the good patterns, next month we're below 200. And I didn't think I would get there in a year. And I'm going to get there within half a year. 5 months. This is just the 4-month update. So even just looking at those images, I'm being a little bit hard on myself because it's a bad thing you're not doing the gym 7 days a week. I don't think I'm going to be doing that forever. But in this grind to get the weight down as much as possible and make my body feel as good as possible, I just feel like I need to put in the most work right now. Again, we're 4 months in. At least in terms of me making videos about this kind of stuff, there's 8 more months to go, which is kind of fun to think about because, again, we're averaging about 13 pounds lost per month. Now, that's going to go down as we get lower, but I'm putting in the work and I'm getting results back, and it's just so cool. Because, again, it's like 4 months ago in the grand scheme of things and like how long I've been alive, that's not that long, but I've just made a huge transition. Again, I don't recognize that person from 4 months ago, and yeah, it has me thinking about what the end goal is. I don't know. It's like with my speedrunning. I set a goal, something new is found, I update it. Like I said, I was going to get a 249 and then move on to something else. I got a 248 and I'm still not satisfied. So I can very much envision that happening with my weight loss. And I know how low it gets isn't the ultimate goal. It should be just how good I feel. And I feel good, but I don't know. There's something, I don't want to use this word, but there's something kind of obsessive about it. But I kind of have to be. Again, I haven't been obsessive about it the last week and a half or so, and I've semi-relapsed into my old habits. And it scares me because I could so slip back into my old ways overnight. I swear, I could. Just the good tasting food, the not going to the gym. I think I mentioned this in another video. That's easy to do. It's easy to do. And it still fills you with a sense of pleasure of just not working hard and satisfying cravings. That's easy to do. And I've let my guard down this past week or so. I know I'll come out of it. As long as I'm aware of it, I'm going to come out of it. And I force myself to just stop, you know? But again, I've taken on some offline projects and stuff that I haven't cared as much. But now that like we're past that, I'm making this video, getting it out of the way. I'll have to do the rip runs of the week and then the TV show. But once we get past that, like the start of next week or so, I'm going to be just fine. I'm going to be just fine. I'm going to do my 6 or 7 days a week, eating healthy and all that. So this really was just a speed bump in the road. I'm sure of it. But it's still something I need to acknowledge that you could have done better. Like, again, I look at those pictures and it's like, you've done a really good job these 4 months. You really have. And that's how I actually feel. But I'd say the last week and a half or so is the first time that I've ever felt where it's like, you could have done a little bit better. You could have done just a little bit better. And I don't care what anyone says. That's also how I feel. I could have done a better job this month. But I still lost 11 pounds. And it should have been difficult. Like, it should have been really difficult to lose that much weight. And it was pretty easy, especially with some relapses in there. So, yeah, I'm not really sure what else to say. I need to keep up with the cardio at night. I need to, like, not do those long practice sessions anymore because it's becoming detrimental to my health. I'm not benefiting from it. And yeah, I need to get some of the discipline back. And just start taking it just like as seriously as I've ever taken anything seriously before. So yeah, I'd say overall, good month, not great. But I have a feeling this next month is going to be good. And I have no doubt in my mind I'm going to get below 200 within this month. And that's a pretty big deal. I haven't been that light since my sophomore year of college or so. So that's almost 10 years ago. Yeah, good things on the horizon, but I just got to work harder. All right, that's pretty much it. I know this wasn't the longest update, but yeah, that's kind of what went on this month. And yeah, cardio has become a lot easier to. I no longer like put up with cardio. I actually look forward to it. So that's, again, biggest difference maker by far. The diet change, yeah, that's one thing. Weightlifting, I've always loved lifting weights. Cardio, that has been the biggest game changer. And I'm never on there for more than 30 or 40 minutes. I don't think it's, all right, 45 I think has been the longest. But yeah, it's, and I'm still learning, things that work best for me. Like when I do leg day, I'm doing some cardio before then, so I tire my legs out even more. And that's when I take a couple days off afterwards for my legs, and then I ramp up the cardio again before I do 1 day a leg day. So it's like I'm getting like a relatively new pattern going, and yeah, just gotta stay disciplined and fix my sleep. After that, and not do those long practice sessions. After that, I'll be perfectly fine, and maybe we can lose another 10 pounds this month. Maybe by the end of a year, we can get below 170 or something, which sounds like a lot now, but I think that's doable. Yeah, I'm starting to think like where we could be at the end of a year. I don't think I'd get to the point where I lose 100 pounds, but maybe we could lose like 75 or more, or even 80. I don't know. If you think too far ahead, eventually you just miss out on what you're doing right now. It's diet and exercise is a day-by-day process. You don't think about it like maybe more than 2 or 3 days in advance. Really just 2 days in advance. I always think what I'm doing today and what I'm doing tomorrow, but the day after, I don't think about that. That's the way I go about it. You just think about what you're doing today, maybe tomorrow, and then just let some time pass. And that's exactly what I've been doing. But yeah, look forward to the next one, because if I put in the work, I'm going to be below 200. And I did not think I would ever get there. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys. Bye.